Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video and another Mini GT video. We've got some new cars from Mini GT. Well, a couple new castings and two castings that have been around for a bit. Well, not around for a bit. I think this only had one other version that came out, and this one's had several. But we got some new ones over here. Most excited about that Bugatti EB110 GT. That's been a casting, I think that was announced a long time ago, and we finally got it here. So I'm excited for that one. We'll do those two last, of course. We're going to save the best for last, or what I think is going to be the best for last. And we've also got this Aston Martin Valkyrie, which I believe is also a brand new tooling from Mini GT. I don't think they've released that at all. So I think what we'll do is first, let's go ahead and open up the Lamborghini. This one we have seen quite a few times, the Huracan GT3 Evo. And of course, this will be the first time in this particular livery, but we're going to take a look at this right away and check it out. I should have removed the plastic from this packaging. By the way, this is the international packaging, is why it's not in Miho. You know, Mio or M&J Toys are kind of the exclusive U.S. distributor of Mini GT, and they do a pretty good job keeping up with the international releases. It's just sometimes I can get these quicker, or these particular castings quicker, if I forego the other packaging to go for the rest of the world stuff. So we've got this here. This is a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo number 4 Macau GT Cup 2022 Macau GP and Phantom Pro Racing livery. There it is. Let's go ahead and open up the box. So the only thing you miss out on with not going with Mio is definitely for you carded collectors. If you're a carded collector that wants something on a card to display it without opening, then M&J Toys are the ones for you. If you don't care about that, you can get these. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be the same cars for the most part. Every once in a while there is an actual USA exclusive, but it's not very common. And yeah, you just get these. And that's fine too. So yeah, very cool, very cool. So this one looks neat in this black and gold. Quite nice, actually. I like this casting from Mini GT. I've actually got quite a few different versions of it, and it is pretty sweet. So you got inserted details for the headlights, inserted details for the tail section here. Metal body, metal base, you know, rubber tires. It's Mini GT, it rolls. They've really got their formula down. They've got the side mirrors, but they're like a rubberized side mirror, so you have to be careful with them, but not nearly as careful as you would be. And the price point of Mini GT is quite reasonable for a premium diecast, and typically going to be a lot cheaper than any other brand that does real premium stuff. They're not much more expensive than a premium Hot Wheel. They are more expensive, but they're not much more these days. I mean, typically you can get some of these for like 10 bucks, 11 bucks, 12 bucks, something like that. Of course, then you got to pay shipping and all that. You can't find these on the shelves anywhere, so they're not sold at big box stores, so you can't forego the shipping by making the trip there yourself. But bang for the buck wise, I'm in love with Mini GT. I think they're quite fantastic. So we've got that, and then of course the box is very convenient. I always talk about the box to store the car. If you're not going to put it on display, you can easily put it back in the box, and it's protected inside of here. And I think that that's a really kind of fantastic feature of Mini GT. So really cool. So lots of details on this one. I think it looks great, looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and open up the Porsche. This is the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7 black with red livery. So this one is, they just came out with this casting. The first one that was released was the one that was white and red, and now we got this one that's black with red. Nice compliment to it. I'm sure it's going to look great here in this black with red. The artwork on the front of the car is a little goofy because the car is not sitting level with the ground, which is just a little bit weird. So somebody made a bit of a mistake there, I'm guessing. By the way, TSM Model licenses all their stuff legit, so there's that too. So if licensing is something, well, we got a long hair in there. not mine. And then, but anyway, if licensing is something that you are concerned about when it comes to diecast, I know a lot of premium diecast stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's unlicensed. Mini GT is licensed. All of their models are licensed legitimately, so no fear there. This one, there's more. I got a hairy model. And there's some rubbing here on the top. I've noticed this with a couple of like Kaido models. I think it's from them packaging it too soon. Like the paint is still like wet almost. And then they package it, and then it's not, the clear coat's not dry or whatever, and it like leaves a scuff or a scratch mark on it. I think that might be what that's from. I'm not sure. In gloss black, I mean, it's going to show very, very easily. I'm surprised how dirty this model is, though. That's not very common for Mini GTs to get a dirty model out of the box. So this one, you know, obviously they're not making these things in like hermetically sealed, whatever, clean rooms. You know, they're not constructing die-casts like that, nor should they have to. But this one's a little bit dirty, which is a little odd. But you can see the detail up there. Come on, would you focus, would you? Why are we having focusing issues here? Let me see if I can fix that. Back off, come forward. Usually I can get a little bit closer. Looks like that's about the limit there. Oh, maybe it's acting funny because it's a black car. I'm not really sure. There we go. That's usually how close we can get. I don't know. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. Some people have mentioned that this the ducktail here doesn't fit that well. It almost makes it look like it has an opening part. And yeah, I can see that. So overall, though, side profile, I think this is a good looking model. It's not their best work. I will say that. It's not their best work. Where Mini GT really thrives is in race cars. That they're, you know, nearly flawless on almost all the time. Some of the times when they do like road cars, every once in a while, it's just, you know, it's usually like a smaller car, like this little Porsche. The Honda S2000, I thought, some of the ones I had a couple of issues. But yeah, it's these smaller cars for some reason. I don't know why, but are more likely to have some sort of quality issue. But it's not bad. It's just we got that like weird scuffing on the top, and then the fit and finish of this rear part isn't Mini GT's best work. We'll just say that. All right. Moving on, we've got the Aston Martin Valkyrie, Aston Martin Racing Green. This car is a goofy looking car. Honestly, if I didn't collect Mini GT in the form of like I want to get one of every tooling kind of, I may have passed on this car because I think it's just a goofy looking car. And maybe I'll change my tune once I get it out of the box here, but I don't know. I don't like it for some reason. The design of the car is not visually attractive to me, and I don't know. The metal flake green kind of bothers me for some reason too. I don't know why, but I just don't. And I can tell right away Mini GT did a great job with this car. It looks cooler than I thought. There's just something, I don't know, the design cues on this I just don't. I don't like it. Mainly like the front end too. Those weird shaped headlights I'm not a big fan of. We're having focusing issues for some odd reason. When we look up front here in the headlights, there's that one. The wheels look okay. We got like a tire coming off here. Fix that. Yeah, we'll fix it later. Might actually be flashing on the rim. That happens from time to time. It's got, I don't know, side cameras, I'm guessing is what these are. Something like that. And I guess it's a one-seater car, right? I think there's just one, or is it two? I can't look in there. Oh, it is a two-seater car. It's weird looking though. I mean, I think Mini GT did a good job with it. I just don't. It's not me. I'm not. And I like hypercars too, and supercars, hypercars, whatever, all that stuff. But for some reason, this just doesn't look elegant to me. It doesn't look cool. It looks odd, and the actual car. I do think Mini GT did a good job with it though, so I think that's important to note. It looks like they've done well. It's just not, the car is not something that's my cup of tea. But I had to get an example of it. So we did. Set that there. And then we've got the main event for me is the Bugattis, right? The Bugatti EB110. Such a quirky looking car too, but, you know, a cool car, and one from an era that, you know, I kind of grew up in and all that. So I think it speaks more to me than any of the other cars we've got here today. So we're going to start with the silver one. The blue one's really the one I would be excited about more than the silver one, so we'll save that for last. But the silver one's probably pretty decent as well. We'll use that though to be licensed by Bugatti. See all the legit licensing there. And then here's the car itself. And yeah, I can already tell they've done a bang-up job on this casting. Look at the engine detail in there. That is very cool. Now, the one other place where you might say that Mini GT kind of slacks a little bit is going to be in the interior department. They usually don't put much detail in there as far as graphics or coloring goes. It's mostly black. But really in this scale, it rarely matters, I would argue. So, really not an issue for me. What's that? Oh, it's just some dust. But you got the inserted details for the headlights. Why am I having... I'm having some camera issues here, guys. I apologize about that. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. It's just slow to focus. It's hard to film, I guess, on the black background. What are we doing here? Auto. Try that. Alright, so all in all, very cool. Very impressed. Was it worth the wait? Yeah, for sure. Look at the taillights in the back. Looking pretty good. I mean, it's Mini GT. It's solid. It's metal. It rolls. And you got the side mirrors. You got a lot of the details that you would want. This one, you know, that's the other thing Mini GT doesn't typically do is brake discs and calipers and stuff. You can't see that through the wheel. In this case, it doesn't matter whatsoever because you wouldn't really be able to see through those anyway. So all in all, super nifty, super cool. I'm digging it. So that is awesome. That's definitely a highlight for me. And then, of course, the one in blue. So we'll pull that one out right now and check that out. This casting, I don't know when this was announced, but it was announced right away, I think, when they first did their announced that they had a Bugatti license and that they were going to be making Bugatti vehicles. I know this one was on the list immediately of ones that were wanted and the ones that they were going to do. And now we finally have it. Let's make sure there's no scuffing up there. And here it is, and it's like quintessential blue color. And yeah, it is fantastic. So this is a poster car back in the day, and we finally got the EB110. What a cool car. Super sick. So definitely digging on these two cars. Definitely the highlight. The Porsche is cool. The Aston Martin's an ugly car. It just is. Good job modeling it though. And then we've got the Lambo is just a really cool one as well. But these two are the reason for the video, really. So just fantastic to finally get these Bugattis. So loving that. All right, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Mini GT again, always one of my favorite brands. Sorry for the camera struggles today. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching another video. As you know, as I get batches of Mini GT, that's probably how we're going to be showing them. I'll be putting them in a Mini GT playlist as well, so you can check that out if you want to see previous models and all of that good stuff. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, please. You know, share the video. Maybe, I don't know. Do you share it? What do you share it with? Somebody that likes cars, I guess. All right. Well, thank you guys. You have a good day.